Sorry we are late. We had some technical issues.
Yes, so I think it could still be on the other one. I think we're good. Let's see, how much of an angle do we have? So hopefully they're switching over. Oh, there's Wishing Mouse. So it looks like we're starting to get some on here.
They all left us.
I'm gonna go. Well, I can't go on the mirror. We're starting to get more people on here. Hey guys, hello, welcome. So we had a little bit of some issues on with our computer. For some reason, it wasn't connecting. So those of you who are on the other feed, I think it's by now you guys figured out it's ended. So we quickly switched over to our
trusty phone,
our iPhone. So you don't have to worry about things being backward. Actually, the Happy Halloween is backwards on there. So welcome everyone. Happy Halloween and happy first
Happy
year
Halloween
celebration. So as always, we say dilly dilly.
Yeah, if I don't drop this first.
And you know what, Greg? We didn't bring any straws in here.
Oh well.
So
dilly
we have
dilly,
some bloody eyes that are popping out. A bloody eye rum daiquiri, I guess, because there's rum in there, not tequila. So we need straws, Greg.
We can drink from this.
I'm gonna have to run and get some in it real quick. So Greg, while I'm saying that, tell everyone welcome. I'm gonna scoot on by with my little sash, as I did a terrible job putting it on with my little pirate buckle. Excuse me, Greg.
So sorry for the technical difficulties. I tried to do this within an hour. So we tested everything yesterday and it was working just fine, but now it's not for some reason. So let's see. Hey, Bob and Ashley, our Disney Adventures is on.
Ohana.
Wishing Mouse, Ohana, Ed Tolson Jr., Active. I'm a bloody mess. Not in a bad English term either.
Thank you, Tracy. She said happy Halloween.
Yes, thank you, Tracy. So this is just a fun night, really.
We don't really have anything planned, just kind of where we might be going with some topics. But Sherry Siku's subscriber number 89, is it? Is that what, if I remember right, you put on there post one time, subscriber number 89? We do have a giveaway that we're going to announce a little bit later.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah,
okay. I don't remember that.
You did. So we're just going to get set up here a little bit as we get more people on. You guys look great. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Greg, go closer to the screen because your thing is really cool.
Here, I'll just...
No, don't move it.
I'll just move it. So, this is my bloody costume. It's supposed to be like a dead pirate, I guess, so I tried. And there. Okay.
All right, so I think our internet is just really bad connecting today. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is.
It worked fine yesterday, but...
It's time to switch the internet, actually. Switch the company. So, Crazy Rich Guys, let's see. Welcome to... Yes, I know, Kaya. Welcome to the 8:08, 8 p.m. show on your side. Sorry, we're like 6 minutes late, but we did... test everything yesterday and it worked just fine, so I don't know what's going on today. I guess it's just one of those spooky Halloween things that happens when you're trying to put on a live Halloween anniversary show. I don't know.
We actually got in a tussle, and obviously we can see who can take care of themselves.
Yeah, the kitchen's a mess. I mean, there's knives everywhere, so...
I'm talking about like at a bar.
Okay.
He couldn't hold his own.
Yeah, he beat me up in the kitchen too, so no, he would never do that.
So welcome everyone. Crazy Rich Guy says, did you both go drinking without Dad? Looks like it.
Thank you, Tracy.
Traveling with Bruce. Welcome, Traveling with Bruce. We are doing awesome. Thank you. We also have more sunshine, please. Thanks, Jim. We did get it decked out. We got the little haunted tree that we normally have outside. I don't know if we're going to decorate this year.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing for Halloween. Every year we do like a There's some haunts around here. One's called Raisin Hell Ranch, and then the other one it's called Hobbs Grove. So we usually try to go to those two every year. And huh?
Jim.
Oh.
We had Cruising with Wills came on. Thank you guys
Stronger
for coming
SPF. On. Yes, I was out in the sun way too long.
Cruising with Wills said they can't stay on long, so thank you for joining us in our celebration.
I thought I saw their name and I was trying to scroll through and I was like, where did they go?
Yeah. So hopefully next time we'll have the thing under control. Robert Brandt, welcome. So are we on?
Yes. Hey, Robert Brandt.
At Fatty's? Are we on the big screen in the scary face? Hi, Traveling with Bruce. Hey, Tom Henry's here. Welcome, Tom. So, what do you guys do for Halloween? I know we're, 21 days? We don't have our little counter here. 21 days away from Halloween. Hi, Blaine, 2000. Well, it's the Mickey head is...
So just so you guys can see other decorations, there's a witch and Oogie Boogie in the background. Mickey's candle, jack-o'-lantern, a Halloween sign, which is... They're all backwards, I'm sorry. It wouldn't have been like that on the cam, so we'll definitely have to fix that.
Greg, you haven't looked so good. It's just amazing.
I know. I think this is the best I've ever looked, right? I need to go out like this more often.
So, all right, guys. So, what do you guys do for Halloween? We're not sure what we're going to be doing this year.
Robert said we missed the pub shows.
The what?
The pub shows.
Oh,
well, that wasn't me. That was the thing here. So
Greg's already having explosive reactions on here. So we're gonna have some drinks. We're gonna have a little bit of food, and I'm gonna make a mess because that's the way I roll here with my eyeballs. Dilly. First, I want to say.
Oh God. I don't know what you put in that.
First, I want to say, you guys, thank you for all the subscribers that we've grown this year. We really appreciate it. We've made friends with so many people out there, so thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Seeing some of these other the cruising sites are here with Traveling with Bruce, who we're on just about as much as we can be on the site. Cruising with Wills, we saw them a little bit earlier. Thank you so much for that. We have our Disney channels here, so many family of the Disney side, so it's great to see the Disney side and the cruising side. So Steve's World. Who else did we see earlier?
Ed Tolson Jr.'s on. Tom Henry, Crazy Rich Guy Travels. We didn't know if you were coming on. Well, of course we're going to be on. We were just having technical problems like we seem to always have every Wednesday for the past 2 or 3 weeks, but we don't do it on purpose. It just somehow it just happened, so we're sorry about that.
Let's also do more shout-outs for the Disney channels. Our Disney Adventures, our support channel, a channel that we work really closely with is More Sunshine, Please. Who else did I want to make sure I didn't miss? Bob and Ashley are here. Ekdev is here, which is Jim's wife. So welcome, Ekdev. And I think Wishing Mouse here too, or Wishing Moose. I thought it was Wishing Mouse. Wishing Moose. They're also a Disney channel, you guys. So check each other out, support each other. It's always great to get. What?
I'm gonna leave it alone. Keep going.
Did I say something wrong again?
You just said, never mind.
Just we'll be good on it. And you haven't even had hardly anything to drink on it.
I've been drinking.
Plans for Halloween this year, guys, or what do you do?
They've been saying some things here. Ed Tolson Jr. I won't be doing anything for Halloween. He said he's boring. I don't think you're boring. Tracy Dunlap, we stay home for trick-or-treaters now. It's fun. We get 400 plus kiddos. Lots of our friends stop by. We've been sticking up on treats already. Stocking up on treats. Okay. Let's see here.
Oi, mateys, Active said.
More sunshine, please. I change all our exterior lights to purple and orange lights or orange lights. Tom Henry, my TV has frozen with Gregory looking at his phone.
Bob and Ashley think we may do Halloween Horror Nights on Halloween this year. That's cool.
That sounds fun. Hey, Cargo, 619 is on. Excuse me, please, but Gregory, did you get attacked by a bushel of strawberries? Wasn't strawberries I got attacked by, let me tell you. Those swashbucklers know how to fight.
Robert said he's not drunk yet. It's not Halloween. Then
I
he goes,
saw.
"Was my nap that long?"
Our Disney
Oh.
Adventures, it was Wishing Mouse, but she accidentally changed it to
Wishing Moose.
Moose. Bob and Ashley is on here. Let's see. Yes, Oogie Boogie. Steve's World said Oogie Boogie. That was a cool popcorn bucket, and we had to stay in line for, well, I had to stay in line for almost an hour, it seemed like.
No, it wasn't that long. It's actually on one of our videos.
Yeah, it was
Our
probably
Halloween
maybe a
videos.
half hour. And people are really picky on those because they were waiting in line, and people are getting ones with plastic pieces like sticking out from the mold and everything. So they were really looking for perfection, which I don't blame them. So, you know, you pay a price at Disney, and you want what you get, what you're paying for. So, yep, there's our Mickey Mouse Halloween bucket with lots of candy inside.
So Jim said, "More sunshine, please." Said, "For Halloween, we buy our favorite candy to give away, then pretend we're not home that night. That way, they get to eat it." So we're gonna be eating this periodically. We cooked up some pizza. We were hoping because we went to was it Papa Murphy's, Papa John's, Papa Murphy's, and around Halloween time they have the pizza that has the jack-o'-lanterns on it or jack-o'-lantern shape. It's a little bit too early for that, so. We're going to be rude, but you know what? This is a day for you guys to kick back, enjoy, have fun, let it all out.
Why are we going to be rude?
By eating. Especially as loud as you eat.
That's why I'm not eating that much.
Just
I
kidding.
feel very
Enjoy
uncomfortable eating on camera in front of everybody. It's just weird to me, so.
But the fact that you have a bloody face doesn't.
No, that's all kinds of fun.
Yeah, I don't know where we got this.
Cardo said I'm
I don't know where we got this. Do you remember?
I think I got that like at a Walgreens.
No, I don't
Really
know.
cheap. It says trick or treat on the back.
Yeah, it was cool.
Cargo, I'm watching while I sew. I have the rest of tonight and tomorrow to finish 7 shirts and a pair of Incredibles ears. Incredibles ears?
Yeah, she sent me some pictures earlier. They look really cool.
Oh, you'll have to show me. Tom Henry, how about a Fifth Avenue? We don't have any Fifth Avenues.
No.
Derek's favorite is the
100
grand, which
Or
they
1,000
had
grand. 100 grand.
100 grand, which they had none of at Target yesterday.
I found some today. I just forgot to put them in there.
Okay, well you didn't tell me that, so now I look dumb. But
I think Fifth Avenue have peanuts on them, don't they? It's like chocolate and peanuts, if I remember right. I haven't had one in a long time. But so first part of the show, because we want to spend a little bit more time just kind of showing where we've come in our first year. But part of it is Halloween time, as you can tell. It's actually Greg's favorite.
One of my favorite holidays ever, that and Christmas. And I don't know if we said anything on this, but more sunshine, please. We didn't forget your comment. For Halloween, we buy our favorite candy to give away, then pretend we're not home that night.
I read that earlier, so you're already drunk.
Okay, well, no, I'm trying to like read comments and everything, so I'm not in the now, I guess. This makeup's soaking into my skin and my blood cells, so it's probably getting to my brain, which is going to make it even worse, so that I'll look even more zombie-ish for everybody.
The Robert Brandt was thinking it was Fifth Avenue bars, like the bars on Fifth Avenue.
Oh, they do have a Fifth Avenue bar, I'm pretty sure.
He was joking and going to say New York City Place is a slum of East 46th Street. It was a joke.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of what we wore last March on the Disney Magic for Pirate Night, but excuse me, I didn't have all this, of course. So we look like nicer pirates, and Derek's falling off. So this is the Oogie Boogie popcorn holder. It's pretty cool, actually. I wanted to get it because I love that movie. And I thought it was a pretty cool idea that they have. And then you just put the popcorn in there. Or candy, whatever you want to put in there.
It is cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool looking. So Greg, we'll talk about the parks and then we'll also talk about the cruise because we went on a Halloween on a high seas cruise. What do you like best about Disney World, because we've been there during Halloween time? What is your best memories of Disney World at Halloween time?
Well, I remember the cruise at
Thank you,
Halloween
Cargo.
time, but oh, okay. So now I'm thinking of the pictures and stuff we have. They do theirs a lot differently. They have a lot of scarecrows up and things like that. When you walk into the Magic Kingdom, they don't have all those scarecrows at Disneyland. I don't think. They have more pumpkins.
That might change on a year to year, though.
Yeah, they have more pumpkins and things like that. So I like the huge pumpkin that we have with the Mickey ears made out of pumpkins. And I posted a video on my personal page and I think the D&G Explorers Facebook page where somebody made their own pumpkin out of styrofoam pumpkins. It looks like the Mickey Mouse pumpkin when you walk in to the Magic Kingdom.
That was cool. It was cool. We had some new people show up, so welcome Pirate Princess
Yeah,
Red.
I just
Good
saw
to see
that.
her. She's from Vegas.
Captain Kron 27.
Yep, welcome.
Thank you.
We
Welcome.
have Disney Legend I saw popped in, which is R. Johns. Always an awesome night to get a visit by R. Johns. And Rob Fuzz. Rob Fuzz, who supports, we're a proud sponsor of Rob Fuzz's Burps. So, just to let you guys know. So, welcome, guys. Rob,
Yeah,
I
Rob
hope
Fuzz, welcome. Thank you.
I hope the construction is going well.
What construction?
He's changing his kitchen around. He's
Oh,
got a lot
awesome.
going on over there. Yeah, he hasn't been
Cool.
around so much.
Tracy Dunlap said, however, as a time I miss Bounty bars, Drost bars, the real Mars bars, and Smarties candy. Candy that you have difficulty finding in USA except at a World Market or Epcot. Smarties I thought you could find pretty easily from what I've seen anyway. Those
Are we
usually...
talking about the Smarties that look like M&Ms? Which
No,
is
they
British?
look like little pills.
Sweet tarts?
They look like the ones I remember. No, those are Sweeties. Sweeties are the ones that look like little pills that
In England, they're like M&Ms, but they're bigger. Smarties are.
Yeah. So, and then I know is it Nucos or Nocos? They were discontinuing those. Necos, I think is their name. I'm not sure. It starts with an N. It's some long name.
Welcome, Adventures of
Hey,
Dave
and Jordan.
and Aaron. So another cruising channel that
Hey, Adventures of David and Aaron. Yes.
yes, they
I cut you off,
do a
sorry.
lot of Carnival cruises. What they do. Just to let you guys know, we're going to release another video, but we may as well announce it now. We were lucky enough to get a donation for a giveaway to help us. That was from Crazy Rich Guy Travels.
Oh,
so
we did
thank
announce that. Yeah, thank
But
you again.
We
Very
are.
much.
We're actually going to film a video after we get done with this, and we're going to post it tomorrow. We're going to do a drawing for next Wednesday, which is going to be our Anchors Away show. It's going to be a $100 Carnival gift card that you guys can use, that we can transfer to you,
Wow.
that you guys can use on board. So thank you so much, Crazy Rich Guys. You guys are awesome. The people that are in Fatties down over in St. Thomas, amazing that we're even on, even if it's one TV, it's awesome that we're even on a TV up there. So thank you guys so much, and thank you for your support. We really, really appreciate that.
So Robert Brandt didn't seem to know about the gift card.
He was on last time.
He said, "Ugh, what do they do now?" Well, I thought, yeah, we talked about it last time. It was $100. I think it was $100, right, for Caribbean cruises. So Carnival.
Yes.
So we appreciate the donation, and if you didn't know about it, Robert, I'm sorry.
Easy now.
but
Dilly dilly.
thank you. Thank you from you and from the twins, from Kaya and Juno. So, oh yeah, Robert said, okay, nothing bad. No, it was nothing bad.
So, Halloween at Walt Disney World for me, I don't have a whole lot of memories. I do remember that I thought they moved the statue
Like
of Roy
2 years
Disney. I
ago.
don't know if I'm wrong, guys, but I thought they moved the statue of Roy Disney, which is normally his back is facing the castle, so he's facing with Minnie at the train station. I thought they moved him over to the left. I think it's the county hall or what. I'm
Thank
not
you,
sure
our
what that
Disney
building is.
Adventures.
I thought they moved it, so because I remember they had a pumpkin there. So I remember the Roy Disney statue, which is like the bronze one that you can sit next to with Minnie. I think they moved it. So that was one of my the favorite memories. I do know. I remember we were walking around while we were seeing people with the Halloween show.
Cargo said they have moved that bench statue a few times actually.
They have. Okay. So I wonder if they do that like during Christmas and Halloween. I remember it being warm, and we were walking through because it was September, and they were having Halloween nights that night, and we were seeing people coming into the parks, and we were like, oh man, we wish we could have been able to do it. But when we're traveling all the way from California, it's kind of hard to pack a Halloween costume, although we did on our cruise, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So those are just kind of my fun memories, that seeing the holiday treats that they have here, seeing all the decorations, like the shirts and all that. Not as much as our feelings with Disneyland, because we're only 4 hours away from Disneyland, so we get to experience Disneyland in a whole different way. Plus, I think they do a lot more, especially now, starting last year, they started doing more with Disneyland Resort. So Greg, what's your thoughts on Disneyland at Halloween?
I love that time of year. That I think we have different things that Walt Disney World doesn't have. We don't have the scarecrows that I remember. We have our Rivers of America. When the fireworks show goes on, they do stuff in that area as well. I don't know if Walt Disney World does that like we do. They have like fog and green lights and things. That's where the Phantasmic is. So when we were there last time, I remember them doing that when the fireworks show was going on. For those people that can't get too close to the castle, they can at least see that and see the fireworks in the sky. So we have yet to do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but mark my word, we will be doing it next year if we can help it.
Because you know why? About 2 weeks ago, it was completely sold out. They only had 17 nights available for the scary Mickey's it's not Mickey's Not So Scary. I think it's just called Mickey's. That's the one in Florida. I think it's just called Mickey's Halloween Party.
Well,
only 17
either way,
nights,
same difference.
and they're already sold out. The ones on the weekend sold out first. The ones in the middle of the week, which is harder for us to get to, were still available. So next year, we're going to have to plan to finally go to Disneyland on a weekend to see the Experience the Halloween event on it.
And I meant it's very strong, David and Aaron, not very sting. Apparently I can't type, so Robert said those two invite people on the plane all the time. So he's saying that the twins invite people on the plane all the time. So.
How funny. I saw some, first we have Ann Jordan, which is in the house. Ann Jordan is probably our farthest subscriber.
Yes,
she's
I would
all
say
the way
so.
from Australia. So
yes,
welcome,
thank you
Ann. Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
us all the way from the land down under.
She's a huge supporter and a very good friend of ours. So thank you so much, Ann. We have, there's also some other questions. Tom asked us, Tom Henry, do I remember a marathon bar? I might have had it, Tom, but I don't remember what it is. What's in the marathon bar? I keep thinking of a Snickers for some reason, but I don't know if it is. The free Rolls Royce is not legit. Thank you, our Disney Adventures. We appreciate that.
Wow, that does look pretty gruesome, I must admit.
I'll show you the 2x4 that I used to help create those.
Yeah, it's all bloody and everything. It's out back.
So for me,
smack me good.
For me, one of the best things Disneyland Resort did, I think it was last year, they changed California Adventure to start doing more of a Halloween theme. They have the Headless Horseman statue, which is kind of at the front of the park. And then also the coloring. They use a lot of black.
Which I posted on D&G Explorers.
Yeah. They have black and purple colors. At least they did last year, for like the Halloween film, which is in contrast to Disneyland, which is more orange. They have Cars Land, which is really fixed up festive with the Halloween. So they have Halloween treats. The rides are transformed in Cars Land into Halloween themed rides. You have like Halloween themes across the street as you're walking down it. It's just, to me, an amazing experience to do it. Plus all the treats that you can experience at Halloween time is awesome. We also got these over in Disneyland too, and they're kind of hard to find at times, but that's a little where you put like a candle in.
No, those I bought at Walt Disney World in 2016, and I had them shipped to us.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because we were gonna go on our cruise, which we'll talk about in a moment. More Sunshine Please. It was a marathon bar filled with peanuts, caramel, and nougat. I've never heard of a marathon bar. Have you?
I think it was like a Snickers.
Your eyeballs rolling all over the place.
I lost my eye.
You dropped your eye.
So Disney cruise. We went on and
Disney Dream, our
Disney
first
Dream?
Disney cruise ever.
it was a Halloween on the high seas.
Yes.
It was September, middle of September in 2016. That's what got us into the cruising addiction that we now admittedly have. We are addicted to cruising. We admit it, and we are happy about it.
I did film a whole show, and so when the first night, were you gonna say this?
No, go ahead.
Oh, so the first night they do the introduction of the Halloween tree, and I was thinking of actually posting it on Facebook at some point. It's a little long, so it might take a while, and I don't know if the quality will be as good because when you transfer to Facebook, for some reason it weakens the quality, but we can still try it. But the first night they do the little story and everything. It's like the groundskeeper of like a spooky cemetery type thing, and she's telling it was a woman at the time, and she's telling the story of the Halloween tree. So we went on a 3-night cruise,
That's our Halloween tree.
Yeah. So there was a 3-night cruise, and the first night they tell the story, and as the cruise goes on, the tree slowly comes to life, and it has pumpkins throughout the branches and stuff. So, oh yeah, there's a pillow here.
Is the Halloween tree. We
That
got
is the
this
Halloween tree.
when we got a Halloween thing on the Disney
I'm gonna
cruise,
show the back.
and this is what the pillow that they give
Yeah.
you. They gave you this, and then zeros from.
Oh yeah.
They gave you that with the Rice Krispie treats in it.
It had Zero with his little doghouse. Well, that came from when we went on the cruise. Derick had actually surprised me and had the whole room decorated with Halloween magnets hanging from the ceiling. The Zero doghouse filled with treats, like Rice Krispie treats and things like that, and then all the decorations and stuff. So it was a lot of fun, and by the end of the cruise, the tree comes to life and everything. So they finish up the story, and actually, on Sunday, whatever channel this is for you guys, but on Sunday at 8 o'clock on Freeform, because we know it's 31 nights of Halloween on Freeform, but at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and probably 5 o'clock Eastern Time, I would imagine, they're going to have the behind the scenes show about how they decorate for Halloween in most of the Disney parks, it looks like, and also the cruise line. So it shows like Disneyland, Walt Disney World, I believe, and the cruise line at least. It looks pretty cool, and I posted that on my Facebook and also D&G Explorers Facebook. So if you want to check out that show, it looks really cool. And it's this Sunday on Freeform at 8 Pacific Standard Time or probably 5 Eastern Time.
So looking at this, Bob and Ashley said peanut butter Snickers all day. They actually just released a video of it's like a hamburger ice cream, kind of like a 50s ice cream shop over at, Bob, Ashley, I'm drawing a blank on where it was. I think it's at the Yacht Beach and Yacht Club. But they had an ice cream sundae, and at the bottom of it was all this peanut butter, and Bob's face on there lit up when he got to the peanut butter. So that's now I know why he would answer peanut butter Snickers all day. Tom Henry said Marathon was a chewy, very long caramel twist.
Beaches and cream. Beaches and cream?
Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah,
I never heard of that.
I hadn't either until I saw the video. Yeah, I do remember that, Tom. I don't know if I remember it. I moved here from England in 1976. I'm more common with the English candy, or more familiar with it. And I don't remember the Marathon one, although obviously I was a child, so I ate my share of candy over here. I saw someone else come in, So Tweety, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate that. She's also a cruising channel. We've been watching her videos and we've been really enjoying it.
It looks like I'm wearing a beard. It's all bloody.
So,
I almost look like a caveman or something.
When you guys go on a Disney cruise, even if you don't dress up, you get these little
I think it's
bandanas.
better with the hat on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hat on, but you get these bandanas on here, and so even if you don't dress up, you can put your bandanas. Now, since it was a Halloween cruise and we knew it was a Halloween cruise, we decided to dress up.
That's right.
We
Wolf
dressed
Boy.
up as Superman and his sidekick, Robin, from Batman and Robin.
It was our favorite superheroes that we wanted to do.
And that's
so.
like, we were going into a Disney show. I don't even know which one
posting
it
those
was.
on Instagram and our Facebook.
As we were walking into the Disney, where they do the Broadway show style thing, they were saying, "Here's Superman and his sidekick, Robin." So, but we did it to have a good time. Not a lot of people dressed up during Halloween, which I was a little disappointed.
We actually had little kids coming up to us and asking to take pictures with us. It was so cool.
Even in our pirate,
and the parents were cool with it too.
Even in our pirate outfits when we went on the Disney cruise. I think Greg said this. This is our outfit that we wore on the Disney cruise. We had people coming up and wanting to take pictures with us, which was really cool. We had fun with it.
Are your eyes okay with that makeup? Because they look a little red, so I just want to make sure.
It's because I got up at 3:30 this morning.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Just want to make sure you don't get some infection or anything.
4 hours sleep last night, so.
Looks like More Sunshine. Please said it looks like Greg was watching the microwave cook, but the door wasn't shut all the way. Adventures of David and Aaron sounds amazing. It's just as bad as me and my side of peanut butter and a chocolate melting cake on a Carnival cruise.
Okay, that sounds really good. Question for you guys, because I know David, Aaron, you've been on Carnival. Do they only serve the Miami Vice drink on a Carnival cruise? Because I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I keep thinking I want to try it, but I don't know if it's only specifically on Carnival cruises. It looks really good, but it's called the Miami Vice. There was another one I was going to.
Pirate Night is an awesome night, Cargo. I mean, you know, during Halloween time you can dress however you want. We decided to do that. We did wear our bandanas during the day. I mean, I did, and then at night, of course, we were not pirates. We wanted to do what we wanted to do, and people were cool with it. So,
NES Evolution, which is Josh. Josh, I'm drawing a blank right now. It's not because I have this drink, but it's Adventures Away is your cruise channel site, but the NES Evolution. So welcome to us. Thank you for joining us. Again, it's so cool to have all these different channels together. So Cargo, besides the eyeball that is like looking at Greg and looking at everywhere else.
Don't look at me.
It's a Corona Rita. But I changed it up. It's just the red, what is that stuff?
The red grenadina that I put in there.
But it's a Kraken rum, spiced rum, instead of the tequila. But it's basically a Corona Rita after that. So it's got the margarita mix in it, and then it has the Corona Rita, which is not a big bottle. So I'm little, so I'm Hobbit size. So this makes it look even bigger. But I'm gonna go with that. But that's our drink choice of the day, which we thought would be... Oh, I lost my eyeball again!
Well, you can't put it in there now. That's gross.
Sure, what the heck.
No.
But that's our drink choice of the day. We figured, you know what? We're celebrating a year anniversary. We're celebrating Halloween. This is how we do it.
So Tom Henry said, I heard on the news this AM that you can be arrested in some Virginia cities for trick-or-treating over the age of 12. Well, if that was the case back when I was trick-or-treating, I would have been arrested because I couldn't give up trick-or-treating until I turned 18, and I still didn't want to give it up. But I thought, you know, I can decorate outside and be the one to pass out the candy and still scare little kids. Not little babies. I feel horrible doing that, which has happened a couple years back. I had some baby screaming its head off because I was so scary to them, and I felt bad. But it was still a lot of fun. So,
you guys, Lisa M is here. Welcome, Lisa M. So you guys, we are trying our best to make sure, because I know we've gone on channels, and I will tell you one: if you've gone live, you know how hard it is to try to keep track of all the chats.
And we miss comments. So
if
we feel really bad about that.
Yeah, so we do. We're trying our best. We actually have switched now to both going on it. But as you know, if you've gone on live and then you've ever watched the live show, because what we do is after the live shows, we watch the chats to kind of see what was said. and we notice that we miss a lot. So we're trying our best. I mean, so I know you know how it feels if you make a comment on someone's live feed and you don't get a response back. So if we do, we apologize. We really appreciate
I
it.
know how that feels.
And we're trying to make sure we do the best. We had a cargo that said, Derick, I need to hire you as a bartender, but if you want a very strong drink, this is your guy because he makes toxic sludge. He will wipe you out. If you want one drink, he will make it for you.
There was a time years ago where, and Robert, you might appreciate this, Robert Brandt, that I made a drink. I have no idea how much I put in. I don't even know what I put in there, but it was several different alcohols mixed. And we got to the point where we were on the floor, could not move, had no motor functions, and we were just like, ugh. We couldn't talk hardly, we were slurring. It was probably borderline, if not actual alcohol poisoning. So it was a lot of fun, but I would never want to do that again. On the
couch, I shouted, "You are never making a drink again."
Yeah, we were on the floor. I think I said
that. I'm not sure.
We were on the floor and we just could not. We couldn't even move or get up or anything. So it was a lot of fun, but never again.
So some of the comments.
And also a shout out for Robert Brandt. I completely agree with you. If anyone has not seen the movie A Star Is Born,
Dilly.
I highly recommend seeing that movie. I will say one thing: bring tissues. Yeah, we didn't know what to expect, huh?
That was a really good movie.
We didn't know what to expect, and I know it's probably the 4th remake. I haven't seen the originals or any others, so this is new for me. But I think they did a lot of different things from the originals. But I will say that Bradley Cooper was awesome as a director, a singer, and an actor. And Lady Gaga, who's already a singer, this is her first motion picture movie with Bradley Cooper as being a new director. So it's kind of like a trifecta. You know, it's 3 things going on. New director, him singing for the first time, and her doing her first motion picture. So it's a great movie. And by the end of the movie, I was a blubbering mess. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't care. I cry at movies. So, but I'll just say the word Oscar.
So, Cargo said, I need to do a Disney cruise just for Pirate Night alone, which is really fun. And it's really cool, too, is they'll still have a Pirate Night if they do, like, a Star Wars themed or Marvel show. They still will have a Star Wars night, a Pirate Night. So that's set in. The menu is set up as pirates. Cargo was telling me earlier that she's a huge pirate fan. So, yeah, that is fun. Lisa M., she said, Cargo, thanks for telling me about the stream. So thank you. I really appreciate that, Cargo. So Tweety, are there any nightclubs on the Disney cruise ships? There are. There are a couple of nightclubs or bars. They have an after hours district. I think it's after 10 o'clock. They shut it down so the kids can't go in there, and it's basically an adults only area. It's not a lot of, if you're talking about like dancing, I don't remember seeing a lot of dancing on it. But also, to be honest, I think we were so tired on most nights. We were like probably like 60, 80-year-olds going to bed early. But they do have clubs on the Disney ship, at least like 3 of them. I saw some other ones I wanted to comment on.
And I agree, Robert. It's a tearjerker, so I'm right there with you. I'm surprised this one didn't cry because I
cried. I just didn't admit it.
Oh, okay. He cries at America's Got Talent sometimes with the backstories and stuff. So it's awesome. It's it means you're human.
NES Evolution. My Advice is one of my favorite drinks on Carnival, so it must be a Carnival only. What else is here? Oh my gosh, I need a drink now. So Tweety said. Yes, Derick, I have a pic of me dressed as a pirate on Facebook somewhere. I am standing by one of the cannons in the POTC ride area. Pirates of the Caribbean. Got it. It's a cute one, Cargo. That's cute, Lisa. and I joke a lot. This is a really great movie. And I thought there was another comment that I was looking for earlier that I didn't comment on it. So, what I liked about the Disney cruise, it was our first cruise, so that always made it special.
And it was Halloween.
It was Halloween. It was
even
only
in September.
It was only 3 nights.
It's probably their first Halloween cruise. I think it was their first Halloween themed. Halloween on the high seas. We actually got the shirts for it too, which has that same picture with the tree and everything. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. If you've never been on a cruise before, if you've never been on a Disney cruise, I would not recommend a 3-night cruise. We chose 2 reasons why we chose it. One, I didn't know how Greg was going to handle a cruise. I get motion sickness really bad. And my first cruise ever, which was it was called the Big Red Boat, which was a Disney cruise before they had the Disney cruises, if that makes sense. And I got sick really bad. I learned my lesson from that. I took Dramamine, but so I didn't know how he was going to respond to it. He goes on like all these insane rides and doesn't get sick, so I don't know why I thought it was going to be a problem. But we did that because he didn't know if he was going to like a cruise, and then we also didn't know if the cost, because Disney is a little bit more expensive. The cost is higher. We went on a 3-night cruise just because of the cost reasons too. Fell in love with it. We went on a 5-night cruise last time. We're going on a 7-night cruise, which unfortunately we have to change. We were going in December. Now we're going to try to change it to November. Unfortunately, because of Greg's work, we have to change it, which is fine. We're still going to go on a Disney Halloween or Christmas cruise.
Yeah.
But that is one of the things that I remember, and it's just awesome. The theming of it, we missed so much that I wish we could have experienced that. Maybe on a longer cruise, you could see more.
We want to do the back-to-back Disney dream where you do the 3 nights. You leave your stuff, you get off the ship, and then you just go back to your same room. But everybody has to disembark for security purposes, of course, and then you get to go back on.
You can leave the baggage.
And
the reason is because in some
3
cases, one, they get to see Castaway Cay again, which is Disney's private island.
Yep, which we're
but
going to
also
talk about.
in some cases, it's cheaper to do a back-to-back like that than booking a 7-night cruise.
So, Adventures of David and Aaron said, is it true that on Disney's private island, they have an adult-only section?
Yes.
And it's very true. It's called Serenity Bay. And we have video of that also where I'm out a little too far than what I should have been, following fish. And they had this statue. I don't think they pre-did this. They might have, but it's like open water, so anything can come in. From way out there. Yeah, so in the adult area, it is not dredged really. It's not cut off like the kids area. They have barriers, so anything can come in. But we saw a stingray, and I did go out a little too far, and I guess the lifeguards were. Derick was by the lifeguards, and he can hear them on the radio saying somebody was out there too far, and sure enough, it was me. So I was having a lot of fun with. Being out in the ocean, because I don't get to do that very much, and I love the ocean. So, being out there with the fish and everything, I got some really cool videos and pictures, and it's all, of course, on our channel. But the adult area, yes, it's very peaceful, usually pretty quiet. Yeah. It's not very loud. They have some nice music and stuff.
You take a shuttle bus there. I mean, it's not a very big island. You take a shuttle bus, which looks like the trams that the old trams from Disneyland, like the tan colored ones, if you remember from back in the day, that used to take you around Disneyland. They take you from a section, you go along an old air flight line, and then you go to Serenity Bay. They do have their own buffet, so adults can eat by themselves. And then when they go to the island, watch the video. I think I forgot the name of it, but it says Paradise Lost or something, or something Paradise. It's got a image of a beach with umbrellas. That's Serenity Bay, and that is an awesome beach. There was hardly anybody on there. It was great because I think most people go with families. So for the adults and they want their own private time, that was amazing. Our Disney adventures, I gave a little girl some candy, and I think my little thing went off here, but she ran and didn't give her candy. I felt so bad. She came back to get her candy and said, "Thank you for the candy." Oh, how nice. Super Mixologist. Is that David and Aaron, is that us? Or is that Carnival with the...
Where do you see that, Super Mixologist?
It's under. Well, it's up a little bit. I think there's a lot more chats.
I had a time like 2 years ago, I think, where
Blackout.
the outside, yeah, that's what I would call it, blackout. Where we had the outside decorated, and of course I was some scary thing. I don't remember what I was that year, but I should really post this stuff on our YouTube channel or Facebook. But I remember a lady walking on the sidewalk, and she looked in our area, and she had kids, and they just kept walking. So I was going back to give candy, and I see them walking away. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's too scary for them. So I understand this day and age. It's not like, in the 80s or 90s when we were, well, some of us were trick-or-treating at that time. And it was more safer and more fun. Nowadays, it's a little more scarier, being that it is Halloween, but scary in a bad way. So you do want to stay safe. If you have little kids or kids that are going, just safety trips, bring a flashlight, stay in groups, stay on sidewalks, watch out for cars, things like that. But I miss trick-or-treating, but I like to also pass out the candy and have fun. What? I'm reminiscing here, and it's Halloween. I have no idea what's wrong with that.
No, hey, it's just a show that we can talk about anything.
Yes, it is.
Anything. Also what I liked about the Halloween was, one thing we missed, and that's why a longer cruise might be better. They had a...
You're welcome, David and Aaron.
It was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was in 4D, I think they said. So from what I imagine, while they're showing the movie, they have like an actual Jack Skellington come on stage. It reminded me kind of like Rocky Horror, the Rocky Horror Picture
Show.
Kind of how it's like interactive. But it was only on the first night.
Out.
Yeah, it was only on the first night, and it was like
so
at
tired.
11 o'clock at night, and we were so tired because we were just coming off a Disney World trip, and then we went into the cruise. We were tired. We ended up missing it, and they didn't have it on another time, so that was a little disappointing.
Yeah, we saw all the shows. Well, no. We went to all the shows. We fell asleep 2 out of the 3 shows, I think. I was dozing off in the chair. The only show that I actually remember watching was Villains, which was pretty cool, on the Disney Dream. And then the Disney Magic, we saw actually all 3 shows. So that was, really cool to be able to stay awake, actually, and watch them. And that's when we did the parks and the cruise back to back, the same as with the Dream. So I recommend trying to do that, but I don't recommend doing it all the time because it will burn you out very fast if you're not careful. More sunshine, please. For the past few Halloweens, I've been playing the audio from Haunted Mansion while I pass out the candy. That's awesome.
Bob and Ashley, if you miss Trick or Treat, then the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is best for it. Yeah, they do get a lot. Robert Brandt said, would you book a buy one, get the same category again as buy one, get one? Are you referring to a certain cruise line, Bob? Because I know, or Robert, because I know with Disney, you can put money down on your next cruise while you're on a cruise, which we've done both times. And it's like $250. Disney Dream and Disney Magic did it differently. I don't know if it's because they're different age ships.
So it's like BOGO.
But yeah, we got... So our experiences with Disney, we put $250 down for our next cruise, and what that did for us is when we were ready to book our cruise, we would call up Disney on a special number that they gave us, and we had, in a sense, already paid $250 down, but it gave us 10% off, which I'm sure could change. It's not always a guarantee, but at that time, it gave us 10% off, and it also gave us, depending on the length of the cruise, it gave us a $200 room credit, I believe, because we're going for 7 days. Anything less than that is going to be $100. So doing that, I would recommend doing it because anytime you can get a discount with Disney, I would say you definitely must have to do that.
Robert Brandt said, yes, if you bought a cruise and get the next 50%.
Oh, I would definitely do something like that. Is that... Does a certain cruise line does that, or is that just like a general statement? I would love to do that. I think it's good to people who are on it to
Then you put a question mark, so I'm not sure what the question mark was for.
Tracy said, I love seeing all the different costumes what the kids have on when they come up to our doors. Such amazing costumes now, not like the boring ones back in the day. I agree.
Cargo, our next Disney cruise will not be until well, it was next December, but it had to be changed due to work reasons with my job. We're going to change it to November of next year. So it'll still be a Christmas cruise, but it'll be November instead of December. But our next cruise is this December, which is a non-Disney cruise. And then we have one in September next year and now November of next year.
We are trying to change it to November 9th. So if any of you are on it, and that's what we're looking at doing, it's the same. It's the same. It's on the Fantasy. It goes to Cozumel, Grand Caymans, Falmouth, Jamaica, Castaway Key, and it leaves from Port Canaveral. So
it does.
7-night cruise.
It can be disappointing though, because when you join the group on Facebook and you start getting to know people, and you start signing up for like fish extenders and things like that, and then you have to drop all of that and change to a different cruise. It's, it's a weird feeling, but you kind of do. What'd you do? You knocked it? But you kind of, what?
Nothing. It's all good.
But
this is for Tom Henry.
You kind of have to do what you have to do, when it comes to work. So, so that's what we're doing. Oh, good Lord.
So Tom asked, when is our next cruise? It is on the Bliss. We are going with the Sea Cruisers. And as you know,
can't have a show without mentioning this.
We are, this topic is going across. I told you last time it was in Shanghai, China. The last time it was, they were talking in front of the castle at Tokyo Disneyland. So we are talking about our Speedo moment of the day. Speedo moment. So we're trying to get up to varsity. I think right now we are in the JV.
I think we're in freshman.
Yeah. It's December 1st. So Thomas is when we're going. So we are looking forward to it.
Speedo's not happening.
The only day we did not book anything we wanted to keep open was the day, guess what? We are going to be in St. Thomas. We would like to see Fatties.
Well, we're gonna
hang out
Kaya
with the twins and
hopefully
Robert.
Meet Robert Brandt.
Is it the Slow Turtle? Is that what the name of the Robert Spar?
No, there's Riders and then there's Fatties that we wanted to go to both of those.
But I thought there was also the Slow Turtle or something like that.
I don't know of any Slow Turtle. But there's two drinks that we wanted to try. And then Kaya said we are on the Bliss March 23rd for next year, so that'd be awesome. I hope you guys have fun.
Elena Zangano, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Adventures of David and Aaron, do you book it to Disney Vacations, or do you book it through Disney Cruise Line itself directly?
We
what is the Fat Turtle? Okay.
We book
through Disney normally.
Well, through the cruise line. I know our future ones. We met someone, a travel agent. She's actually on our first Walt Disney World video that we released.
We went on the Disney Dream.
Catherine and Chris. We met them on the Dream, and they're realtors, and she's also a travel agent. So on our future cruises, we are going to go through it, and we are seriously thinking about a group cruise in 2020, and we're going to use them as our resource. So, but right now, when we book, we have gone through the cruise lines directly. Our next two cruises are through Norwegian, and then we're going to go back to Disney on the one. Norwegian is December, next September, and then next November will be our next Disney cruise.
Those are a lot of, those aren't all bars, right? They're restaurants and bars, Robert. He's naming the Vault, the Wet Spot, the Vault, the Tavern on the waterfront. I've seen some really nice pictures of
the Wet Spot.
I'm not sure, but I've seen some really nice pictures. I think it was of Fatties, and I definitely would like to try eating there out by the water. That'd be really cool. Now, when we get there, by the time we dock and actually get off the ship,
I think
we're going to have like 5 or 6 hours to actually have fun before we have to get back and then go to dinner on the cruise ship.
I think we're 8 to 6 that day. Our dining reservations are at 5:30. And I think that's Amy's birthday, the day that we're in
Yeah.
St. Thomas. It might be the 5th. I think it's the
So
4th.
it would have been cool if we could have stayed longer, but we can always plan another trip specifically to St. Thomas, which would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to switch up from Norwegian to Disney. I just got back from a Disney cruise. Elena, where did you go?
That's
Elena
awesome.
or Alana?
And what ship did you go on?
White Spot sells tons of T-shirts, I think.
Tom Henry said mouth is watering for the tavern. Well, you'll be there before us, so you'll have to let us know, Tom.
There were some other ones that I wanted to comment on. So you guys, we really, we just are talking today. There's really no content. We're just kind of going along of it. And how long have we been on?
We made some announcements.
Yeah, after our 8 minutes. But we haven't even talked about our first year. So why don't we talk about our first year that we went? So believe it or not, yesterday was our first year we released a video. If you look at our channel page, it says January 17th, 21st or something like that. That was when we were trying to figure out what the heck are we doing. So we created a page. We were originally going to be called the Disney Explorers. And we put our channel as Disney Explorers. Our email for our YouTube channel is the Disney Explorers 17. But when I tried to do it, open it on Facebook, someone had already taken that. So then I started thinking, and I'm glad we changed it, because we're not just Disney, we're a travel channel, basically.
Mm-hmm.
We love Disney, yes.
We're an experience channel.
We like to, yeah, we're exploring. We like to explore. So we changed it to D for Derick and G for Greggory. So
and Explorers. Yeah,
so our first video we filmed was the Superior Dairy one from Hanford.
And that was probably our worst video, just because we were both not feeling the greatest, but we still went through it anyway. We ended up having fun, and surprisingly YouTube kept pushing that video. And it ended up giving us a lot of views.
That's one of the popular areas in Central California. We're from Central California. We're from on a train. We were probably 45 minutes to an hour away from it. It's between Fresno. It goes Madera, Fresno, Hanford on the train. And it's one of the popular destinations. What people do, they'll spend the afternoon, they'll take a train there, they'll take the Amtrak, and then they walk to Superior Dairy, which is an old ice cream shop, which I believe is from like 1929. It was way back. So we knew we were coming up to Disneyland Paris for my birthday. I turned the big, believe it or not, I turned the big 50 on last year.
Don't look it. Look like mid-30s. Everybody says so.
It's all the
it's all the alcohol. It makes you.
It's
useful.
Preserving me. No, it's not. But so we wanted to go somewhere and film to practice, because we didn't even know how to put a video together. The biggest thing we learned is you don't film like this. You film like this. So we didn't know how to do anything. So we did it. We filmed it, and we thought, okay, we can do this. We weren't sure if we were going to release that video, because we realized right away that we should be filming it a different way. But we thought, you know what? Years down the line, if people watch us, they can see what we're doing today to compare it to what we were doing back then. And so we're actually proud of the content. We just have learned a lot since then. But that was our first video we did, but it wasn't the first video we released, because we went our trip to, I have family in England, so we flew to England.
Oh yeah, we made that the first one.
Yep, so we flew to England, and then we went to Disneyland Paris. So we went underneath. One of the things I've always wanted to do was go on the Channel. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with what the Channel is, but the Channel is a tunnel which goes under the English Channel, which is why they call it the Channel. Channel, tunnel, channel. And it was built in combined efforts from France and England, and it basically linked the two countries together. And so I've always wanted to go on the Channel, and we did. And when we went, we left. In fact, when we left, we actually did the video. That was one of our first videos, traveling in Disneyland Paris. We went to platform 9 3/4, which is now a shop at King's Cross Station. So that was really fun. And then we took the train that goes right to the gates of Disneyland Paris.
Yep.
And that was Awesome. 25 years, 25th
Please
anniversary.
watch the videos that we have of it. It's a lot of fun.
It was the 25th anniversary.
To answer your question earlier, Alana said I was on the Magic for the inaugural Canadian Coast Cruise. What ship were you guys on? We were on the Magic recently in March, which was not a Canadian coastal inaugural cruise, but it was still fun. So I'm glad you guys had a lot of fun. Adventures of David and Aaron said, you don't look at you.
Well, thank you.
Like you're in your 30s. Yeah, so he agrees that they agree that you look like you're in your 30s.
I think the camera's on portrait mode. The video's on portrait mode.
Is it?
It's
what are you talking about? Oh.
Portrait mode is supposed to hide all your blemishes.
They did say don't say it's your worst video if you didn't start there. You wouldn't be where you're at today. And that is true.
Cargo says I can't even do it. He looks so young. So how old do you guys think Greg is? That's the next question.
We're not going to go there.
Elena said she went to King's Cross Station too. It was fun. Yeah, we had a blast at that. The
my age is a store. Mystical secret.
And what was cool is they actually have where you can take a picture of you pushing a luggage. Remember the luggage that was in the wall?
Cargo.
That you can take the picture. And
yes, I remember that.
So that was fun. We had a good time doing that.
Yep. So Tweety, I think Greg is 30, 32. Oh, thank you. I will take both of those.
So, what was your highlights of Disneyland Paris?
Yeah, there were a lot, and that was during Halloween time, also. Actually.
Yeah, but I don't remember them. I don't.
I have pictures. There's pictures
with pumpkins, which is in that one land. But we stayed at the Disneyland Hotel, which is the hotel which is at the gate of the park.
Under it to get into the park.
But
so
because
very
it was
different.
My admittedly 50th birthday, I wanted to do something special, and so that was one of those.
You say it like it's a bad thing. It's just you don't look your age. It's showing experience in your life. It's not a bad thing.
David and Aaron said 33.
I'm going to say Derick is 39 and Greg is 27.
No.
Cargo
we'll leave it at that. But yeah, we stayed there. We were there for only 3 nights. We had tickets into the park. Because we stayed on Disney property, we had early entrance into the park, which was just the Disneyland park. They have 2 parks there. One is called Walt Disney Studios, which is comparable to Hollywood Studios, but it is called Walt Disney Studios. And then the other one is called Disneyland Park. And that was the park that was celebrating the 25th. So our favorite ride there, and is possibly our favorite ride in any Disney park, is what, Greg?
Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain. Yes, Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain at Disneyland Paris is amazing. It's in a Walt Disney World. Imagine going on the train, Big Thunder Mountain, to Tom Sawyer's Island and racing around Tom Sawyer's Island. That's how it's set up in because they don't have Tom Sawyer's Island in Disneyland Paris.
So it's on an island, and you go under the water to get there.
Yeah, so you can't even compare that to the one at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Those are fun, but just the rush of going through the dark was and coming back from the island into like under the water again to come up into the station was just a huge rush. The castle was amazing. Now, when they built Disneyland Paris, they wanted to make it beautiful because French are very protective of American coming over. So one of the things they wanted to do when they built the park was make it beautiful, and they did all the details, the gold and all the lights, how they painted everything is beautiful. The castle is beautiful. They have an automatronic dragon in the basement of the castle. So those are really amazing things. So we loved it. We had a great time over at it. And then when we came back, where did we go, Greg? We went to the vacation spot of England, which was
Cornwall.
Cornwall
was pretty nice. It was pretty awesome. Saw some different sites. Saw Tintagel Castle. That was pretty awesome as well. So.
Tintagel is what they pronounce it.
Yeah.
So
I've done things in my life I never thought I would.
So when the significance of going back
Very
to
grateful.
Cornwall, I hadn't been back since probably like 1975, 1976.
I've never been there, so
That is
it was
where
special.
I had my fear of sharks, because even though I didn't get attacked by a shark, there was an experience that that we put on the video that made me forever afraid of sharks. Plus, Jaws came out too. So that is my fear of sharks. It came from going to a beach called Polzeath, which is in Cornwall, and but we had an amazing time. We stayed at Cornwall. Oh, I can't remember even.
It was the Cornwall Hotel.
And,
It was a resort and spa.
yeah, and that was a blast.
Yes.
And then we came back from that a week later, and we were in Disneyland for Halloween. A week later, after going to Disneyland Paris, which was like, what the heck are we doing?
But again, we did not do the Mickey's Halloween party.
No, we didn't.
We need to do the Halloween party. You know,
Yeah,
we are going to do it next year.
but we actually released the Halloween Disneyland before we started releasing the Disneyland Paris videos, because it was Halloween and we knew it was going to be out till later.
So, just to let you know a couple of the things that we like to eat during Halloween. These are the official Halloween Oreos with the orange cream filling. They're really good. Probably not the best for you, but you know, it's the holidays, so even though we are still trying to get into Speedo shape, and then these are also Mickey Mouse edition Oreo cookies, birthday cakes, birthday cake flavor. So they smell really good. I can smell them from the package. It's not even open. But eating those in moderation and working out will still be okay.
Our Disney Adventure says they love the decorations. We like to like outside. We usually go all out. Last year I don't think we did because we were traveling.
Yeah, we might do it this year. We'll see.
I don't know if we have the energy to do it this year. But,
Well, I'm always the one outside scaring the little kids and passing the candy out.
But we have a house.
This one's
like,
inside watching TV.
5 houses down across the street, and it's
wow.
one of those houses that
Big blow
thousands of people.
Big blow up
Yeah,
Halloween decorations and stuff.
So where did we go after that? Some of our big trips. We've been to Vegas several times.
We ran a 10K marathon at Disneyland Paris.
That's right.
That was probably the biggest highlight for me of that trip for Disneyland part anyway. Surprisingly was the 10K marathon. That was an awesome experience. Probably will never get that type of experience again, but would I do it again? Yes, I would. So it was awesome.
So we went to Disneyland again for our for Christmas, and we did some vlogging.
Thank you,
on that.
Cargo. You have a good night. Thank you.
Yes, Cargo. Thank you. And then we went, our next big trip after that, we had to kind of save it up because we went for our friend's 50th birthday, Mike and David. Mike, he turned 50. We went on a Disney.
Those look really good, Elena, I know.
So that was our next big cruise, and Disney cruises are, cruising is so much fun, but we had a great time.
I'll have some Mickey cookies for you, Pirate Princess Red.
But we also went to Disney World. So we went to Disney World first. We stayed at the Pop Century. We were there for 5 nights. Greg and I went down there first, and then David and Mike came a few days later. And then we drove down in a rental from Orlando to Miami, because we left out of the port of Miami, and took the rental back to a airport, the Miami International Airport, and then we took the Disney shuttle over to the Port Canaveral, and had that was such an awesome time. Disney cruises are awesome. I would love to scuba dive. Oh, that's you.
Yes, I'm answering David and Aaron. They said, so scuba diving's out of the question. So I take it scuba diving is out of the question. I want to go scuba diving, although you have to have some kind of a training before you can go. But the places that I've heard that do that, for what you pay, you don't get a lot of time in the water. So, but it would be something that I want to experience.
In St. Thomas, we were thinking about doing Sea Trek, which is basically you have a bubble on your head and you go down. But
it's a lot of time that would be taken away from other things, so we decided not to do it this time.
I'd be attacked by a shark. And then, where have we gone since then? We've gone to Vegas again. I went to Vegas for my birthday. Have we gone anywhere else this year? We've gone to Vegas a couple times.
Yeah.
And we haven't.
Vegas is our adult Disneyland, and we did see Cher. I finally saw Cher for the first time. It might be my only time. I think she's not even in Vegas anymore. She's doing her Australian tour now. So for a 70 some odd year lady, some odd old year lady, I can't talk. She's like 72. So for someone her age, she can move around on that stage. I mean, she was jumping and moving and running around, had several costume changes, and we can't wait to share that, with you on our upcoming video. But she can put on a really good show. So I don't knock her for trying, because she does a really good job with what she does. She's been doing it all her life. So
Elena said training for scuba diving is not intense, maybe 15 minutes for like 45 minute dive. That's not bad.
David and Aaron just got recently certified. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they also said, Tweety said, so matter of fact, Derick, so matter of fact about the fact that he would be bit by a shark. It would happen. I'm the kind of person that if there's 1,000 people on the beach, I will be the one that's going to get attacked by the shark. My 3 fears are this is my demise.
Oh my gosh!
I already wrote my my
it's
obituary.
Not gonna happen.
Wow! I'm going to go on a bridge, and I'm going to see a clown. I'm going to freak out.
God.
I'm going to crash over the bridge, and I'm going to
crash over. What are you doing on the bridge to begin with?
Fall in the water, and I'm going to get eaten by a shark.
Wow!
My 3 fears: sharks, bridges, and clowns.
I don't like clowns either. Although I do like the movie It, which you need to see, the remake, and you said you would. You saw the old one, and I actually.
Night, Tom Henry. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you, Tom Henry. He doesn't like sharks, but I did get him to go see the Megalodon movie called Meg, and that was actually a fun movie. It wasn't as bad as what either of us thought it was going to be. That pizza's probably stone cold by now. That's what microwaves are for. But remember to shut the door before you turn it on, because this is what can happen.
I have to go, and one is not filling with a black carbon. Thank you, Lisa M. If I have some notification, thank you. I really appreciate you joining us.
I hope they feel better, Lisa. Thank you.
Yes. Often.
Don't go because
I don't like
2 hours away.
I don't like great whites. That's my fear. They look at you like they're laughing, and
I think they're beautiful sharks, but they are pretty scary. So.
You have Bob and Ashley. You have more blood on your face than Meg had in it.
That's true. I was surprised that movie didn't. That movie could have been rated R actually, and if it was, it would have been more gruesome than what it actually was. So I'm very surprised it wasn't. So if they do a sequel, which it is based off a book, and there was a second book, and maybe they'll do a rated R version. So, but a couple different Halloween movies for this season that I think are good. I just saw Venom, which is a very good movie. It's a fun ride. I liked it a lot. You have the Goosebumps Halloween, I think it's called Halloween Night movie coming out, which we're going to actually see that this weekend and see how that, check that movie out.
Which one? Oh, the
Goosebumps. I think it's called Goosebumps Halloween Night. The House with a Clock in Its Wall. We haven't seen that one yet, so that one also has Jack Black in it, and that one has jack-o'-lanterns and things like that in it. And then also, for those horror fan lovers out there, you have the new Halloween 2018 movie. I will be seeing that. He won't. And it's a direct sequel from the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. So
beautiful boy.
Robert
really said to see.
Robert
Brandt said to see a beautiful boy. I don't know if I've heard about that one.
I haven't. No. Oh yeah, I think I have.
He's all into movies.
So that Halloween movie looks pretty fun. So I'll be checking that out probably by myself if I don't go with a friend. So either way, I want to see it. Yep. But it is Halloween time, so time, for fun, candy, scary, spooky movies, shows, 31 Nights of Halloween, whatever your traditions are during Halloween time. We hope that you enjoy them and have fun and be safe out there.
Says we're buffering. We had a phone call come in, Jim. So I don't know if that's affecting anything. Is it showing?
Oh, we're back
on there. We had a phone call come in, so that might have set us back a little bit.
Alana, we're in California. That we're in the Central Valley,
near Fresno. We're not by a beach. But a lot of people think, "Oh, you're from California. How's the beach?" We're not near a beach. We're closer to Yosemite, which is about 45 minutes away to the park entrance. But then it's like another hour for you to really get to anything in the park. But Yosemite is a national treasure. It's beautiful. Little Oz Laurel, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
We're almost to the end of our show.
But anyone that comes on, a little late, you can always watch the playback. We appreciate, getting our word out, hitting the like button, subscribing to us, or, just helping us get more subscribers. And we appreciate anyone that comes on to watch our show any time of the show.
Little Oz, and if you don't mind, where are you from in Australia? Obviously, with Good Day Matey. But,
oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that now. Okay. That's awesome.
So, a little bit of guys about what's going on upcoming. So, next week is going to be our Anchors Away show, which is based on our cruising stuff. Like 1 week we like to do a Disney themed, park themed, or any theme park themed show, and then we switch to the next week to do a cruising one. So Anchors Away, anytime you see that, that's what that means. We kind of wanted to incorporate everything into this week. So next week we're doing that. That puts us the following week another Disney show, which we have good plans for that. We're trying to work on to make sure we have that yet. We don't want to reveal any surprises about the yet because it's a work in development. But that is something that we are in development with more Sunshine Please. We on Halloween night we are going to go dark, black, whatever they say, dark.
We might have a very quick video just to say Happy Halloween. And
but there'll be no show that night.
If we're dressed up, at least you can see what we look like.
And then the following week we're going to do Disney. So we're basically going to not do a cruise show. And the reason is as we get closer to the cruise, that's going to make up. So the week before we go on our cruise on the Norwegian Bliss, we're going to do a Anchors Away. And then when we come back, since we won't be doing a live show on the Bliss, we're going to be doing another cruise video or live video. So that's all going to kind of get caught up. But I think with us coming back from a cruise, a lot of people are going to want to know how our cruise was. So that's why we decided to do that instead of bumping the rotation to be a little bit different. So we're excited about that. We are trying to fit in another Disneyland visit
probably
before the end of the year.
Christmas time, it looks like now. So it's pretty fun to go either Halloween or Christmas. Last year we went to both. So this year, unfortunately, we can't do that. So it looks like we're going to pick for the holiday time, probably in November.
Bob and Ashley, thank you. He said, or she said, hit the like button, and it's free to share the link.
Thank you very much.
So thank you, guys. We are trying to grow. We are, again, so pleased. When we first started, after 3 months, we only had 25 subscribers, and most of those were probably our family. And then we went on Disney Cruise. When we went on to Walt Disney World, we had, at that point, 45 subscribers. So that was about 5 months. Since then, we've grown. So we're 390, I think I checked today. So very small channel, but we are growing, and we are having so much fun interacting with you guys. The reason why we started going live is there's really two reasons. One, we didn't feel comfortable enough going live, and we wanted to go live like at parks and that.
And it's a lot of fun now too.
It is. So we wanted to, it makes us more natural in front of the camera, even if we're filming on like at Disneyland, because in a sense when you're filming you are kind of live and you don't want to feel awkward. So we wanted to do that, and it wasn't in our comfort zone, and we wanted to make it our comfort zone. So we went ahead and we said, let's start doing live shows. Put our videos on hold. We do have some, and I know Jim from More Sunshine Place says we've been kind of like teasing about it. We will start releasing videos again very soon. In fact, I'm going to start working on some more this week, but we just really wanted to refine us, get to be more comfortable in front of the camera.
390.
390, yep. So we're not. So after we had 25 after 3 months, I told Greg, what should our year be, our goal for the year? And he says, well, let's do 400 since we did 25 in 3 months. Well, we went above that. And then we said, okay, let's go for 200. We went above that. So then I said, let's shoot for one new subscriber for every day of the year, which was 365. And we went above that. Last week we were at 388. And I thought, well, let's go for 400. So we didn't quite make that, but we are so happy. And in all honesty, you guys, those numbers will come. We're in for this for the long haul. We're just having a good time getting to know you guys. We want to help small channels like us to get more visibility out there. So that's our whole purpose of this. Not just our channel to grow. We want other small channels to grow. We love the communities like Rob Fuzz and Alpha Traveler 1, which support the small channels. Drop That Rope is their combining channel. They do a lot of stuff to help small YouTubers like us. We've been supported heavily by them. We really appreciate that, and we want to be that voice for you. And that's really why Jim from More Sunshine Plays is our support channel, because we're trying to get better with that and trying to build something that can help other people in the future. So that's kind of our focus for the year 2. We're building our technology. We've got a webcam.
Thank you, so Tweety.
Hopefully it works. We have a microphone.
Yeah, it was working yesterday when we tested it. I had no idea what was going on today, so we're sorry again that we're a little late, or that we were a little late, but it's been a good, fun show. And,
yeah,
you know, just talking about Halloween and our past year and everything.
So for you guys on the East Coast that might be in the way
David,
of the hurricane, please be safe. I hope everything is for everyone out there.
Everybody
I hope
be
it's
safe.
well. I know it's increasing, and after it hit landfall today, I'm not sure how it's been doing. I haven't had a chance to keep an eye on it, but I just know there's a lot of talk about what's going on out there. Plus, there's some other hurricanes which are in development that might not hit land, but they're still out in the Atlantic right now. But other than that, you guys have a safe Halloween. I hope you enjoyed getting to know us
everybody
a
have
little
a
bit more.
happy, spooktacular Halloween.
It was just a celebration for us. We really just wanted to have fun and not worry about, okay, we need to hit these points. We just wanted to show who we are. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Well, this isn't how I am all the time, so, as everybody knows. But I guess that's what you get when you don't know how to work a microwave. More sunshine, please.
Captain Akron. So, you guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tracy.
We look forward to doing so much more. I can't even imagine.
We need to meet, like, whoever can meet, we need to all get together sometime.
And it's kind of funny, growing up, I was incredibly shy. I was like, it was almost like a social disorder. I was so shy. You wouldn't know that now, obviously. Greg was more or less, well, Greg, like, will talk to anyone. He's probably a little bit different, but us in this situation now and how much fun we are having, we love it. So we're having a great time, and we
it's
hope
helped
you guys
us
follow
both
us.
grow in many ways.
Yeah.
So
It's given us a positive outlook in life, and we're helping to. We want to share that with other people. So, anything else, Greg, that you can think of? Elena, where are you at? What area are you at? Are you in Bakersfield? Our best friends are in Bakersfield.
Our Disney Adventure said Happy Halloween. Thank you. Happy Halloween to everybody.
I don't know if Little Oz Laurel said where they were from. They might have not. They might have said.
I don't think so.
We
Australia, thanks. Love the set. You look great. Thank you, Little Oz Laurel. So they are from Australia.
Sherry Seacoos said, when you go to Disneyland, do you stay on property? No, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper. There is a place on Disney property. So if you imagine this is the entire Disney resort, in the corner here is a place called Candy Cane Inn. So this
Which
is where the
not
parks
owned
are.
by Disney.
It's not owned by Disney, but it's technically in the block
They've been
of
trying
Disney.
to get them to sell it, and they won't do it.
And that
They're
is one of our
smart for doing
favorite
that.
places. They even have continental breakfast, so it's perfect for you to go in there and eat and fill up before you go into the parks.
You guys
Saves
ever
a lot of money?
You ever come out here to California and you guys want to meet? It'd be awesome to have a trip all together to Disneyland. It'd be pretty fun, I think. So.
Robert Brandt said they have a condo in Vegas.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
We love New York. New York, it's awesome. I'm located in Dallas, but in LA.
Kaya, thank you.
All right, sounds great, guys. I know it's late for you guys over there. Thank you so much.
Everybody have a nice, fun, happy Halloween, and thank you so much for coming on the show with us. Dilly dilly to everybody.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Thank you. Hit the X. There you go.